Afternoon. Thanks for joining me on the spot at 2 o'clock. The day was getting by away from me, and I did not realize if I don't do this now, I don't know that I'm going to do it today. So I wanted to be able to come on and say hi to everybody, even though there might not be anybody in the room, but just to say hi and then to see how you're doing. It's therapy time. I'm in the halftime of my day. Second half is coming up next very shortly, and then I will wrap up the day with 4 more people to see. I can't wait. Evelyn, good to see you. Goth, as always, great to see you. Lassie, what a good name. Is that Lass or Lassie? I wonder. Kira, good afternoon. It's afternoon here. It's 2 o'clock in the afternoon in Texas. And Daniel, as always, for you. Welcome, my friend. Great to see you. And happy to see everybody. Season 2 of Arcane is out now on YouTube, believe it or not. Wasn't that released today? Season 2, episode 1 or 2. What got released today? I can't remember. Thank you, Goth. Appreciate it. And AO, thank you very much. I love what I'm doing. I love my work every day, but I also love doing all the stuff we do on YouTube and TikTok and all that great stuff. Episode 1 came out today. Y'all, and the reason I say that, by the way, Ricky, long sleeve Ricky, sent a gift of 50 hex gems. Isn't that what we call them from Arcane? Hex gems? I love that show. Oh my gosh. And if y'all go to Patreon, the VIP tier, the reason I say that is because I think they got season 2, episode 2 today. They're getting it 1 ahead. So when the next one comes out on Saturday, they'll probably get the next ahead. So the full unedited version's on Patreon of the VIP tier, and the edited version, which is about half of the actual reaction, gets sent to YouTube. That makes sense. Thomas, thank you. Do I take requests? We do take requests, but it's just every now and then. Not today because I'm just sitting here in my office, but sometimes we do. Tiago, thank you. Oh, the old Eminem. Should we do leaked songs from Eminem? Is that different than an unreleased song? Is leaked different than unreleased? That's what I want to know. Altorf, that's from from Frozen, isn't it? Altorf. Scavenger's Reign. Thank you so much. I love Arcane season 2, episode 2 I've recorded. I'm going to probably Friday record season 2, episode 3. And by the way, we're now watching on Arcane The Last of Us, if y'all like that show. And I think what's coming after that is Avatar, The Last Airbender, I think is the name of it. That's coming next. You want to join Patreon? The VIP tier is worth it. It not only has series reactions, but it also has album reactions. So all the album reactions we're doing, I think we might do Mac Miller. I know Juice WRLD's deluxe version's coming out next week. That'll be over on Patreon as well. Greetings from Germany. Thanks so much, Snake Pit. Appreciate it. Heather, love seeing you in here. Thanks for showing up and saying hi and showing me a smiling face. I'm just imagining a smiling face, that's all. Thank you, Layla. I'm a new therapist just finishing grad school and love watching your videos. Good luck to you. I know what that was like, just like it was yesterday. When I just finished grad school, it was 1994, December. Yeah, 30 years ago. 30 years ago, I started doing this actually in a practice on February 1st, I believe, 1995 was when I hit my road running. So congratulations, Layla Taylor. Say that 5 times. Layla Taylor, Layla Taylor, Layla Taylor. I can't do it. Congrats. I don't know where you are, but I wish you well. Hope you do amazing. And go make some reactions yourself. You can do that. Ricky, thank you for the donate. Did somebody else donate too? Let me go back, y'all. Got this plant on my head. This is like my hair. I have hair now. I don't see any donation other than Ricky. So I'm assuming you left all of those. No, there it is. Campfire, is that Kyle? I just know that now. It's like a simulation there, right? Hope your day is awesome, my dude. Thank you so much, Kyle. Appreciate you for showing up and being here. I'm going to need a campfire this next week because down here in Texas, y'all, we're not used to the cold weather. Hurricane, bring it. Cold weather, nope. and it's going to be below freezing for a couple days here, I think, and snowing. We never get snow. So I need a campfire. In fact, I was thinking of going to get more firewood because I have enough to get through another couple weeks. But if we have anything in February, I'm going to need some. Main star in the cancer consult. See, you educated me. Thank you for that. Car lover, my day is awesome. I've loved it. I've already seen 4 people. I get to see 4 more. I cannot wait to do the job that I do. Yep, Ohio, man, oh, I can't imagine the frigid cold. I just can't imagine the frigid cold where like for days it's in the 20s or teens. I can't. It would be too much for me to take. Ricky, congratulations, down 13 pounds. I wish I had the clapper. I love it. Congrats on that. Man, that's hard to do. That takes dedication, just like NF. Dedicated, definition of dedication. Or is that reversed? I don't know. Thank you, Harry from New Zealand. Great to see you as well. React to Attack on Titan. Hey, I think I might want to. I've kind of thought about, Nick doesn't know this, but I kind of thought about starting also Avatar: The Last Airbender now and weaving in Attack on Titan after that. But we let the VIP tier on Patreon decide what series we're going to do next. So if you want to vote on that, which they did, YouTube also gets a vote, but they get a heavier weight of that vote. Layla, you lived in Texas for many years. Wow. Massachusetts. That's where my mom was born, in Natick, Massachusetts. Yeah, that's a totally different climate, is it not? Thank you, car lover. I appreciate that. I love recording because I love seeing y'all's reactions, even if it's not always the most friendly. I still like to see reactions from people. Nick is here, Rise Up Reactions. He runs the channel. The guy is working like a dog lately, editing things. These series we're doing take a lot of editing, but thanks, Nick. I appreciate you very much. Cardi C is in the house. If you see the NF, Cardi, is it called a canvas behind me in my videos? That is from Cardi C. She made that. Takes like 1,000 hours. Something. Oh, I love it. I want to see white. I want to see it. Everybody needs a campfire. Kyle, we need a campfire and we need some stories. And Kyle's voice, total campfire voice, radio voice, all that kind of stuff. About 100 more to go. Hey, the only way to get to the 100 is to get the first 10. And you're already past that. Favorite food when it's cold? It's going to be chili. It's going to be enchiladas, Tex-Mex down here. Tex-Mex is so dang good. Or good soup, like a tomato basil soup or something. That's a good question. 23 in Michigan. I don't know how y'all do it. I don't know how y'all do it. What do I think of Echo? Pink Candy? I really like Echo. I think Echo is going to be, this is my guess, I'm only season 2, episode 2, is going to be a big player in this. Echo seems like a pretty level-headed person. But don't spill it if Echo's not. You're not ready for Attack on Titan. I'm not? Oh my gosh, Ricky. Oh man. Give a chance to Attack on Titan. I gotta fast forward. Canvas. So I did guess it right. Any advice for a therapist just starting out? I've been doing it for nearly a year and still find myself making mistakes. I want to be the perfect therapist. You got to get a good mentor. Now, you might have a supervisor, but they not actually be your mentor. Sometimes supervisors just to get the hours and the credit. But if you can find a mentor, a person that you're like, I want to be more like them, I want to work the way they do and learn from them, boom, you're golden. You've got to find good mentors in the field. And you've got to, I would tell you to learn EMDR for sure. Go to a training for EMDR. I think it's cheaper when you're an intern than it is when you're fully licensed, and it is worth every dime when it comes to trauma. So I would tell you to do that and learn play therapy if you're going to work for children, with children as well. You can tell I love what I do. Working on some original stuff. Oh man, Kyle, that's cool. Juice WRLD, the party never ends, is coming out next week. Daniel 73. Man, I hope those fires are okay out there. Hey Pops, been watching you for about 3 years now. Enjoy your ex, Lil Peep, and Suicide Boys reactions. Was wondering if you could give me any advice on low self-esteem. Nemo, number one, when you say bring a negative in one hand, you've got to bring a positive in the other. If you're going to think negatively about yourself or your life or things that are struggling, think positively about something. Whether it's the fact that you've got air to breathe, legs to walk on, arms to move, or somebody in your life that matters. Think about that. Number two, journal. 6 months from now, where do I want my life to be that it is not today? And once you have that answer, ask yourself the final question, which is what are things I can do to help myself get to that place in 6 months? Because some of it you can't. You could say, I want to have $100,000 in the bank. Well, maybe it's impossible, but there are things you could do to help move in that direction. So you want to look at those things too. Hope that helps. I got to fast forward. Thanks, Layla. Layla, I like people like Layla, go-getters. There are people that ask questions. There are people that are teachable. There are people that'll listen. Most of the supervisees, the interns that I've supervised as an LPC supervisor, don't want to hear what I have to say. As crazy as that sounds, they kind of feel like they know what they've got it going on, and they kind of do their own thing, and it's hard. So listen, that's a biggie. Follow direction. Favorite Juice song? Man, why is the thing ringing in my head the last few days of that one song? It's pretty somber, pretty sad. It's that one. It was one of the newest ones. It's very sad, but it just has struck me. I don't know if I could stand scary stories. I don't know, man. I don't know if I could handle that. Like a little suspense, but I don't want to be freaked out. Pika Warp's great to see you. Tiny Ninja's here. Good to see you. Heather found out my mom's cancer is extremely aggressive. Oh, man, I'm so sorry. It's the worst to find out news that there's nothing you can do about it. And all you can do is say, oh, we got to do the best we can with it. So sorry to hear that news. Yep. You always want to look at growth. Look at who you want to be 6 months from now. Saphir, shout out to you, Saphir. Good to see you. Thanks for showing up today. Appreciate you. Yep. Practice gratitude and start journaling. Look ahead. Look ahead. Heather, you're a bright spot in my day. I appreciate you being here. Hope you're not working too hard and delivering things. That you take some time to breathe and stay warm. My hands are all cracking. Oh man, I need something to moisturize because they are. And I can't imagine if I lived up north what they'd be like. Layla, do you listen or have you heard of NF? He makes music about mental health. Would you ever do a reaction to his music? Anybody want to answer that for Layla? Kind of NF pros around here, this channel. That's how we started. That was the very first video we ever did, Layla. Go back to the very beginning and see how terrible my first reaction was, but it's my favorite because we started the channel that way. Anybody remember the first NF song, the very first day, December 3rd, 2021 that we did? I really wonder if anybody knows. Yeah. Basically, Layla, we've done every NF song there is. There is a playlist on our channel if you want to go look at it. Kyle, thank you so much. So generous and so kind. Thank you for that. What's something you always want? What's something you always tell your patients? My son would know this because he did a short film. He's up at school studying film. He did a short film with me in it. It's called First Times. It is on YouTube. And it was so cool. He did it all with a zero budget, with just a camera we had from our YouTube channel, no sound equipment. I mean, he just was, it was raw, and it was such a good story. Life's a series of choices over time. Isn't that the one I said in the movie? No, I think there's another one. I wish Tony was in here and he could tell me. Nick, what was the quote I said in the movie, in the film for Tony? I was Doc in the film. But one thing I always tell my patients is to be able to recognize that today doesn't have to be tomorrow, if it's bad. And today can be tomorrow if it's good. And really the mindset is really the key. How you look at life, what you want to do with life. But I do believe that life's a series of choices. Actually, Jill's the one that says that, isn't it? Life's a series of choices over time. I'm the one that says, losing my mind here for a second. Let me think about it. There's Nick. He'll tell me if he remembers it. He might not remember it. Because I was in this office when he filmed it. Now it makes me want to go watch the film. Oh my gosh, I'll remember it. I guess I did say it in the film, even though it was something that Jill says. Because I'm like, remember, life's a series of choices over time. That is true. I did do that in the film. There's more. I have lots of quotisms from Tom. But I try to think positively with clients and let them see what they can do with life. Because I believe in that. I believe in the mind. What do you do with emotionally abusive parents? Coded. It's partially true, goated. You want to put it in its place. Like, don't let other people. This is the quote I use, Kyle, with all my clients. I finally remembered my mentor, who's no longer with us, Tony Wilson, used to always say to me, Tom Stevens, what other people think about you is none of your business. It's none of your business. Like, what are you saying? He's like, you have to live life being the best person you can, doing the best you can, not worried about what other people think. If I'm worried about what you think about me as my client in my office here, I'm going to try to make you leave happy. And maybe you don't need to leave happy. Maybe you need to leave frustrated or confused or questioning. Excuse me. See, I'm already getting hoarse. Spend it. Man, can we play that right now? I do that too, Daniel. That's another one. Normal doesn't pick crazy. If people are like, my partner or my spouse or my girlfriend, my boyfriend's crazy, normal doesn't pick crazy. Remember that. Crazy picks crazy. So if you want to find somebody normal, you have to be normal. And if you're with somebody that's crazy, then you're great. Oh man, Tony's so wise. That is my mini me, isn't it? What should you do if you feel like you need to talk to someone but are a bit scared to use a therapist? Go to a chat room. Like, come places like this and just talk and air out things that are going on. That's what you should do. Or go to an online meeting. There's support groups that meet online you can talk to. It can take a bit to find a good therapist. But you want to make sure your therapist vibes with you, that you got a good flow. Not that you like them all the time, because sometimes they can be hard on you. But that they can hold the room, they know what they're doing, and that they can chart a course for you. Here's where I would walk you through things. So that's a good point. Thanks, Perfy. Appreciate it. That means a lot. Oh, only 5 more minutes. Oh my goodness, I go back to work, which I'm excited about, but I'm sad to leave here. Therapy is about you, not your therapist. Amen. Charles, well said. It's your room. This is not my room. People who sit, excuse me, people that come in that door, walk over here and sit down. By the way, look at this, man. Got loaded down today. Is that not good? Okay. The first one I would pick, right there. Second one I would pick, right there. Third one I would pick, probably right there. Fourth one, right there. Anyway, that couch is for you. There's the tappers we use for EMDR. right there. And there's the buzzer for it. Just thought I would show everybody the room. Okay, back to basics. Oh man, T, good luck. Favorite rapper? Ooh, good question. Love the Suicide Boys, love Rod Wave, love NF. Love 21 Pilots, who I consider rappers as well. How long do your sessions last? Typically an hour, which is 50 minutes. A therapist hour is 50 minutes. By the way, people ask me about that. Why isn't it an hour? I'm like, how do I go to the bathroom? How do I finish writing any case notes? How do I check to make sure there's no emergencies on my phone? How do I put the pillows back on the couch? How do I, just all of that. Like, I need 5 to 10 minutes just to get myself back. How much do I charge? Probably too much. No, just kidding. Just kidding. It's a lot though. But I think it's a good investment. I think therapy is a good investment with the right person. And a lot of times when you invest in yourself, you work harder to go do it. Daniel doesn't consider NF a rapper, y'all. Who's going to talk about that? Melanie Martinez for fun? Absolutely. She's on my playlist. So judgmental. He is. Daniel tells you what he thinks. And it's not even in a terrible way. He's just saying what he thinks. The good thing about Daniel is you never have to worry about how he feels. That's the best part of that man. I love that. It's easy to obtain therapy if you set up an appointment. It's hard to get into good therapists because they're all so busy. Talked my sister into talking to a therapist and she said she's glad. See, Tiny Ninja, good for you. Love that. You tell him no. Season 1, Episode 1 of The Last of Us comes out on YouTube tomorrow. It's a big editing. It's almost 2 hours long. So you're probably only going to get 45 minutes or so. But if you go to Patreon, the VIP tier, The Last of Us started and Season 1 is almost 2 hours long. It's huge. Melanie Martinez, pretty much all the K through 12 album is my favorite. I live by myself and enjoy it most of the time, but sometimes when I wake Did y'all just get that? I just got like an Amber Alert on my phone and I thought I had those like muted or something, but nope. It popped in. Somebody they're looking for. Where'd it go? I missed that. Oh, where did it go? Here it is. I feel lonely and unmotivated and then just stay in bed. What can I do? Get out of bed, move. I don't mean that in a mean way. I mean that in a supportive way. Get out of bed, move, go for walks. Bilateral stimulation of the brain, tapping on both sides is good, and walking does that. Journal too. How can I get less afraid of going to therapy? Seems like a very big step. I know. By continuing to do it, number one, and by talking about it. Talk to your therapist about it. Like, this is what it feels like to be here. EMDR would help to alleviate, desensitize the nervous system, and settle your, desensitize your brain a little bit. What if we watched Fight Club? I've seen it, but I can't remember all of it. That was a crazy movie. I know it wouldn't be almost 3 months off marijuana if I didn't have my therapist there supporting her. Heather, facts. Thank you so much for saying that. Layla, hope the rest of your day goes well. Let me know where you're at. DM me your link to where you're working as a therapist so that I can refer people in. Other states, sometimes they ask me for referrals. I'd love to know where you're at. And good luck with it. Blue alert. I don't even know what that means. Support of this community. Main problems you find in therapy is usually anxiety, addiction. Anxiety and addiction are the two biggies, I would say. I gotta fast forward. I'm skipping. I'm too far behind. The Jakester. I posted the same thing in chat twice, and I'm not trying to come across rude. What is your question, Jakestar? I'm looking now. I'm looking for you. Oh no, police officer? Oh gosh. Nullverse, I'm having a great day, man. Just loving life. And I got to go in like 2 minutes. I hope Jake Star sends the question because I feel like I was rude and I didn't even see the question. Okay, Last of Us episode 3. I'm not even on the 2. Rise. Thank you, Henry. I appreciate that. And Sophia, hello from Argentina. I want to go to Argentina. See, I'm going to leave and Jake Star's not going to ask a question and Jake Star's going to say that. Tom at Reaction Therapy sucks because he won't even answer questions in the chat. Ollie, good to see you. Thanks for being here from Australia. Awesome. Good to see you, Bambi. Is it Bambi Breaker? Here's Jake Star. My friend, it's very anxious. Oh, you're saying my friend is very anxious and she has dark thoughts because of her mother left her at a very young age because of drugs. What should I do? Help her get some help, first of all. Be supportive, be encouraging. But I think she needs to see a professional. A lot of abandonment issues there. Spend some time listening to it, but go on walks with her because the bilateral stimulation will help that. I asked my friend if I could join her. Oh, I'm sorry, Maria. I'm from Texas. I'm from Texas, yo. We watched that song yesterday. I'm from Texas. The Last of Us ruined Ron Swanson for me. I don't know who that is. Ladybugs, good to see you. Thanks for showing up and like the stream, everybody, please. I've got to go in a second. Safir, thank you. Archie, Texas. Thank you, T. Thank you, Jake. Juice World 999. It's coming up next week. I can't believe it. I do live streams every day at work that I'm at the office. We'll do it tomorrow morning, 9 a.m., Friday morning, 9 a.m. Oh, from Paris, Gabrielle. Bonjour. Or bonsoir. That's goodbye. Bonjour, hello. Oh, oui. I want to go back to Paris. Jill took me there last March, and I want to go back. I want to see more. I want to go down to the, what is it, down the coast there? Netherlands, Benjamin. Y'all, Heather, have a great day. Y'all are something. Mary Stevens in the chat. My mom is here. W. Mary. I cannot believe you're here, Mom. I love you. It was great to see you yesterday, and I hope to see you soon. Life is so busy. About to go back and see 4 more clients, and then go home with Jill. Appreciate y'all. Thanks for being here. There's just too many comments. Love y'all. See you on the next Reaction Therapy.